All right. So, do you have something that you want to work on specifically today, or you just want me to kind of do my thing?
Positioning and also especially just in general because sometimes I feel like I'm too close to the ball a lot.
Okay.
And also like my returns, like in matches, I keep getting easy points because of
that. Okay, missing returns.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do a little bit of returns. I was gonna do positioning anyway, because that's a big issue of yours, is like out of position a lot.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to do like kind of focus on your backhand a little bit, because your forehand is not, your forehand's pretty good, like technique wise, but your backhand, the technique needs some work. So, and there's only so many things we can focus on at one time. So let's just start with a warm up though, and then we'll kind of go from there. Since I have like a half basket kind of. I have a box of balls, so I'll probably do some drills with them, but we'll do some live hitting too, because yeah, I think that'll be good. Oh wait, before we get started, I brought this for you to do as a little warm up. You know how I was telling you, like, use a pillowcase for serves?
Yeah.
So pillowcases has a lot of different uses, as you'll see. This was just something I did just because it was just all I had. But you can actually make like a little sleeve, and then you can use this as like a warm up, and it'll catch the air as you swing it and give you a little resistance. And if you do like just 10 swings or something like that as a warm up, you'll find that your swing, once you take it off, is like, it really fixes a lot of issues because it makes the racket head a little heavier. Ideally, I've done this before where I cut out like an actual sleeve for it. So if you ever want to do that, I would recommend like cutting it to fit instead of just throwing it on like this, but it'll work. I found something to like tie it with. Oh, you want to put it on your racket instead? You just tie this around the end. So when you swing, do your practice swings, feel the racket head actually dropping. So like here, as you get your racket back, right, drop your racket, feel that racket head drop, and then feel that resistance. So just do like 10 swings on the forehand, just kind of get a feel for it, act like you're hitting a shot or something. Nice. So you feel how the racket head feels heavy now?
Yeah.
All right. Now go for your backhand. Backhand technique looks really good when you shadow it. I think it just falls apart when you start hitting sometimes.
Yeah, especially if I'm moving around.
Yeah.
I've noticed too.
All right, that's all right. How's it feel?
Feels good. Like, I think my technique kind of collapses well with higher balls.
Higher balls? Okay. So, like, your big issues, obviously, oh yeah, take your racket. You're gonna, like, you reading the ball isn't just, as you play more tennis and spend more time on the court, you'll start to, like, you'll see a ball and you'll know kind of where it's gonna land in the court, and where it's gonna land around your body. So then it'll be like less guessing, and you'll start to know. But that's gonna take. It takes muscle memory. It's like memory, basically. The more you do it, the more you'll know where the ball's coming. So what you can do right now is put more emphasis on your feet before the ball gets to you. So, and what I've seen a lot is where you're standing inside the baseline and you don't recover back behind the baseline enough. So then you're catching the ball like too high. So like it's a lot better to be, okay, question. Is it better to be too far away from the ball or too close to the ball?
Far away.
It's better, yeah, exactly. Because if you're far away from the ball, it's really not that hard to just take one big step and you can at least get to the ball. It's still not ideal, like you want to be in perfect position, but if you're too close to the ball, then your arm is like jammed up. You might be trying to swing up here, all sorts of different things. So it's better to stand a little further away for now. All right, let's do warm up. All of a sudden, it's getting hot out here. Is the sun in your eyes over there?
No.
Okay. That's all right. Sorry. There we go. You good? Have you learned a split step yet? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. You got one more? So generally, like mini tennis, the whole purpose of mini tennis is just to focus, mainly like focusing on spin is what you want to do in mini tennis, and just, it's basically like the same exact shot, you're just slowing everything down. So normally, you know, you're slow, then you swing fast to generate piss, what did I say? I said generate piss, generate pace. So mini tennis is just one tempo. So same exact speed. Let's do one more rally, and then we'll just back up. Nice. That had a lot more spin. Nice. Sorry. One more. There we go. Good shot. Nice, good shot. All right, not bad, nice. Let's back up. So, when you back up, I want you to try to step in for every single ball.
Okay.
You have a really bad tendency of all the time. You're backing up, you're off balance, you're on one leg. So try to plant, right? Watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. Step into it and plant. And then kind of don't let your head like go up as you're swinging. All right, here we go. So stand about 3 feet behind the baseline. And then if you go for a short ball, you need to get back behind the baseline to recover. All right? I didn't mean to feed it that short, my bad. You're good. Oh my God, what is going on? You can go ahead and feed it. You're good. Good get. Nice. Those look pretty good. Oh. All right, so sometimes I see you using your arm to try to like manually get more spin on the ball, or at least that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
So like if I see this, right? If I see you using your arm to try to swing the racket, it tells me that you probably didn't turn your shoulders enough. So shoulder turn comes immediately when you know it's coming to your forehand. Remember how I was saying get your exactly, get your strings pointed to the fence? So that can happen immediately. In order to do that, you have to turn your shoulders. So then from there, you just have to release the racket, let the racket head drop, and then swing. And if your shoulders are turned, you can have a little more confidence in swinging at the ball too, without having to worry that it's going to go out or in the net, this and that. So get that racket head turned immediately. First thing, right? Because guess what? Look, if you have your racket head here, you can still move with your feet. So you can still make those adjustment steps, but you already got like half of the swing done. So you don't, like, if you don't do that, right, and you start going to the ball, and then you're preparing the racket at the same time, it's too much that happens at once, and then you don't know where your racket head is. So then you might be jammed up, and then the ball, you know, at that point, who knows what's going to happen. So good ball. A little more shoulder turn. There you go. Nice. Beautiful. All right, now try to step forward into it. Good shot. Nice. Nice. Those already look so much better. All right, dude, those are good. For these next few, I want you to try to lift the ball up a little more. See if you can get slightly more spinny shot. They actually have good spin. It's not like they don't have top spin, but there's a difference between top spin drive and just like a heavy top spin ball.
Yeah, because I know when I practiced it, I struggle with height.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, so show me how you would hit a normal top spin drive, like just a little, you know, a shot that's not as high over the net, and then show me a big, heavy top spin kind of rally ball. That's your drive? Do it again. Do it again. Just go ahead and shadow it. Shadow the difference for me. Okay. Now, if you want to hit it higher over the net, what do you do? Yeah, swing up on it more. It's not like super complicated. So yeah, so like from preparation, right? Preparation's the same. So if you want to hit a drive, you're swinging through it more. You're still coming under it, but look at that racket path. It's kind of through the ball. And then high ball, you dig under it a little more, and you swing up on it. And you can still confidently swing up on the ball because you're coming from under it, so you're spinning it, and it's going to come back in the court. Right. So, what's your grip? Kind of like Eastern-ish. Would you be interested in changing your grip?
My overgrip, or just like?
No, like changing the actual grip of your forehand.
Like a Western?
Yeah, I think you could go a little more Western.
So
it doesn't have to be.
It's like right here.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Like, where were you before? You're there. Okay. Yeah, I think you should go more
Western.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you want a really easy way to find like a grip for your forehand, you can just kind of throw the racket down and then just pick it up as it is, and that's like a really solid kind of semi-Western, slightly Western grip. Okay. But we don't have to change your grip because I'm like, you know, it's only one lesson I'm doing with you, so. But I think you should like at least start experimenting a little more with some different grips.
Try it out.
Yeah. Because it's just so much easier. Like if you have a little bit more semi-Western grip, producing topspin is just, it comes so much more naturally, and I think you'll develop a lot more consistency.
Okay.
So what are you gonna use it? Change it slightly? Okay. Okay. So the difference now is really not that much, honestly. Like Eastern, you have to have more precise contact. Western, you can get away with a little, like as long as you dig under the ball, you can generally get away with a lot of topspin. Yeah.
Okay.
That's about. So my grip sometimes gets a little extreme, but that would be like semi-Western right here.
Okay.
And then that's kind of Eastern. Sometimes it's pretty small differences, okay, but it can affect a lot.
Okay.
All right, so dig under the ball a little more. Finish higher, right? All right, ready? That's all right. Good get. Nice get. Good try. That had a lot of spin on it. Oh, man. That's all right. Look, so after your racket's back, dropping the racket head isn't really something that you should be forcing. You just want to let the weight of the racket head drop naturally without you having to force it. That's kind of why I wanted you to use the pillowcase. So you had like the heaviness on the racket head, and it kind of dropped naturally. Good shot, really good. That's all right. Those are deep balls I'm hitting you, so they're not easy. Great. Really good. Oh, sorry. Get there. Good ball. Remember when I said keeping your head balanced as you're hitting the ball? Don't try to keep your head down. Like, you can just watch the ball so closely that as you're contacting it, you can even watch the ball hit the strings, and that'll allow your head to stay still through the shot. That's all right. It's all right. Let's do a few more, and then I'm gonna do some drills with you. Good shot. That's all right, nice. So, dude, I mean, those are good forehands, but the one that you miss, it's the one that you back up on, exactly. And like, I was telling Day the same thing the other day too, because he backs up on so many shots. And like, yeah, there's gonna be times where there's no other option. You gotta back up on the ball, but it shouldn't be
all the time.
It definitely shouldn't be all the time. It should be only if you need to. And a lot of time, you should be able to prepare so that you put yourself in a position where you can step into the ball. Let's do one more rally. Oh my God, terrible. Good get. Nice, good job. So back up and then step into it. Let's do one more. I'm gonna send you some higher ones. Oh my God. Good job. All right, that's good. You bring water?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you struggle with low balls at all? Sometimes?
Sometimes I do, but that's just because I don't bend my knees.
Okay.
I know if I just do that, all my low ball issues will solve.
That's true. Like 90% of it is just getting low to the ball.
It's just more the high balls because like I have the issue where it's like I don't know if I should still like bend a little and then.
It's to what?
Like I don't know if I should still like stay a little bit low and try to hit.
Yeah, like so. You never want to just kind of be standing straight up on your without bending your knees at all. So even those high balls, you want to load a little bit on your knee, right, and then unleash it. And that's true for like every shot, pretty much. So just because the ball's high, probably means you actually need a little extra footwork.
Okay.
But your forehands look good, dude. Like what I tell you about your forehand is generally, right, get your racket back first, immediately. Because when you do, your forehand looks really good. But I see you sometimes, like when you're rallying with Divian or something, where you'll start to not put enough importance on the take back.
Yeah. And
then you might start taking your racket back here. You might start taking it back late. Rather than immediately, but
and sometimes towards the end, I just get a little bit lazy and I.
Yeah, sometimes you get tired.
Yeah, so sometimes I notice I also don't try as much towards the end of practice.
Okay.
That could also because I noticed as well, like on Thursday, I didn't move my feet that much at all at the end.
Yeah.
That was also probably why.
I mean, it's like 4 hours of tennis, so
yeah, and
it's understandable that you're getting a little tired by the end.
My elbow was hurting the other day too, so.
Okay. Okay, I want to use this basket. Let me just pick up a few and throw them in here. Is tennis the only sport you play?
Yeah.
Okay. Me too. I like other sports, but tennis has always been kind of what I played. So.
The only other sport I was doing for my school was cross country, and then the coach didn't want to do it.
Like, what do you mean he didn't want to do it?
Like
he didn't
want the week before the season started. She was like, I didn't want to do it anymore.
So they just didn't have a team? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, you did
Oh shit. I had a scar there and I hit it with my racket on accident. See if I have something to clean it with. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
You got me to pour it.
Okay, go for it. Oh yeah, this should be good. It'll probably just bleed a little bit. Just throw it down. Thank you. So you like to run then? Or it's just something you want to try out?
It was just something I wanted to try out.
Okay.
I like the idea of doing sports.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I like running like if I'm with the purpose, but with cross country and practice, like I'm running just
Sorry, that's not something you like.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
dude,
I don't mind running here because I think I'm doing something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a little more exciting.
Yeah.
I was the same way. Like I used to hate to run, and then I probably I started getting into running a lot more, mainly because I thought I was out of shape and I just wanted to, it's just something I wanted to do. That was like 2022, yeah, I think 2022 is when I started running more. So that year, in 2023, I ran a lot, and I was doing like long distance and all these different stuff, and I started really enjoying it. Like once you develop that habit, you start to really enjoy it because it's like kind of refreshes your mind a bit. And then the last couple of years, I haven't been running as much, but I still run every now and then, and I enjoy it. Just been doing more tennis, I guess. So I want to work on your backhand for sure. So go ahead and step to the baseline. Fortunately, I don't have a basket, but we will make it work. So just go ahead and hit me your backhand as you would normally hit it right now. That one looked good. I'm glad you actually split step because a lot of people don't split step, so that's pretty good. Nice. Okay, good. So when you hit a good backhand and when you hit a backhand that you don't really like, do you notice the difference of what happens with your technique?
I feel like it's either I was a little bit too close, I let the ball get
yeah.
in front of me, or I didn't have spin.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. You let the ball get way too close to your backhand a lot of time, and then you can't freely swing because of that. And then also when I see, like right now, your backhands look good. So it's not like you know what the technique should look like. But I think once it actually comes down to playing and the ball comes at you, it maybe breaks down.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because what I see happen a lot, like if I'm over there and I see you hitting over here, I see you all the time bringing your racket back with your hands instead of with your shoulders for your backhand all the time, where your shoulders aren't really turned, and then you're just trying to get it back with your hands.
Sometimes I hit a lot in open stance.
Yeah, yeah. So.
And that's also probably because I'm late to the ball as well.
Yeah, maybe. If you're late to it, you might just kind of step in with whatever foot. I would try to not let yourself hit any open stance backhands ever. Like open stance backhand is a very difficult shot, and I don't think it's something that's worth practicing until you have a really good closed stance backhand, because even if it's out wide, you can still cross over and close stance, and then you can transfer that hip around and then step out so that you can get back in the middle of the court.
Yeah.
So always, at least for this, like for this lesson, step in with your right foot. So what I want you to try to do is to not even step across your body. Just try to step forward with that right foot. Get into a position where you can just step forward. So if the ball, if the ball's coming out here, out wide, get out here and then step in. So even that was still a little crossover. Exactly. Just step right into it. Because if you're crossed over, then you have to transfer the hips in order to kind of be in the right position. Because look. If I cross over like this and I try to swing a backhand all the way through, you cut off rotation. So I can't rotate properly. The only way you can rotate properly is if you swing that hip around, which I don't really want you to do right now until you develop really strong backhand. So just try to step straight into it. Do a shadow like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. One more. Okay, so now you need to get your racket back faster. So you only bring your racket back around here. which isn't how you like. Sometimes you'll bring it back. When we were just swinging backhands, you were actually bringing it back further.
Like,
yeah, you're bringing it back about here, which is fine. But you don't want to just have it here, because then when you actually go and swing for it, you're going to have to bring it back and then forward. So you'll find yourself late a lot. You just want to bring it back where it needs to be. That way the only step is to swing forward with it. So try it again and bring your racket back a little further. Yeah. One more time. All right. Now imagine a ball's coming at you kind of higher, and you have to wait a minute for it to come at you and then swing. So imagine that. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out exactly where your take back is, because like there's all sorts of different ways people take back their racket. You can take it back higher. Some people take it back kind of further behind them. As long as you get it back, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah, like get it back, find what works for you, and then keep it that way. Okay. Let's hit a few more. Okay, so I'm gonna do something where I'm gonna hold out my racket like this, and then you're gonna swing from underneath my racket. Exactly. Okay. So do it again. So why do you think I'm doing that?
So I get below the ball.
Exactly. So you get below the ball. You can step in just a little bit for this. Okay, so I'm gonna bounce the ball here, and you're gonna hit it out in front. Ready? That's right. That's right. Bend your knees a bit more. Ready? That's right. So some of these are bouncing pretty low, so you might have to bend down even more to like dig it out from underneath.
Okay.
Nice. Try to go cross court. There you go. Nice. Nice. That's all right. Okay, for these ones now, I want you to hit a bit of a higher backhand. Okay. Still get spin on it, just higher than it. So just as the forehand, how's the swing changed?
Swing more upward.
Exactly. Try to go across. There you go. Nice. A little higher. There you go. Nice. A little higher. There you go. That's the one. That had pretty good spin on it. Nice. Try to get your shoulders turned a little more. I feel like that last one, there's a little bit of arm in it, maybe. There you go. Even if it feels weird, which it might, like, especially once you're doing rallies, it might feel a little weird, maybe because sometimes you have that habit of using your hand, using your arms to swing with it. Yeah. So it might feel weird to like use your shoulders to generate that power until you get a little more comfortable with it. Almost out of balls. All right, ready? Nice. That's right. There you go.
One of my issues also, my backhands usually go long.
They go long? Okay. So how do you fix that? More spin. Yeah. More spin, and it's also just like stay balanced with it. Being off balance is gonna make things go crazy. Okay. So right, like step into it, stay grounded, watch that ball as you hit it. That way you can have kind of that perfect contact. Okay, we got two more. These two backhands are gonna be phenomenal, right? Nice. One more. Okay, so your head is coming up. Do one more. Look, after you swing, don't let your head come up. Keep your head down.
So just continue to just look here, basically.
Shadow it. Exactly.
Okay.
Like, you can look, you can raise your head after, like after the ball's over the net.
Okay.
What I would tell you to do is exaggerate it for now.
Okay.
Just so you can kind of force the change. Right, keep your head down for like a second or two.
Okay.
Just for now. We got one more ball. Here you go. There you go. That was a good ball. Let's pick these up.
That one felt good.
You want to do some backhands, backhand to backhand? That might help.
Like I'm actually understanding why now. I think sometimes when I do it, I feel like he's good, but like I don't understand why. I just do it. Like,
Yeah, he's not the best when it comes to like describing the details of everything. I think like he's a good coach. He knows what he's talking. It's not like he doesn't know what he's talking about, but like he plays tennis in a specific way that he doesn't train it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so he can't exactly demonstrate every small detail in a way that's. Or what?
I didn't realize a lot of my backhand could have been for my head.
Well, and your forehand too. Like, you want to keep your head down on the forehand as well.
I don't really hear much talk about that too.
Okay. So, like, if you look at a lot of professional tennis players, like you'll see it, not every tennis player looks at the ball as it leaves the string. Like that's something Federer does. Like Federer definitely keeps his head down as he swings. There are some tennis players that'll kind of like they'll lift up their head a little bit. So it's not necessarily something that's gonna destroy your tennis, but as you're learning tennis,
yeah,
balance is so important. So you want to kind of like keep that head still, because if you raise your head, your shoulders start to turn and they start to raise too, and they might open up too early.
Yeah,
and then the ball goes out of control.
That was one of my big issues too. Like I would beforehand, and I would always open up too much.
Yeah,
always go into the alley.
Yeah. When did you feel like that kind of stopped happening? Just recently?
I feel like it's true.
Okay.
I was doing beforehand, and I noticed I kept hitting it into the alley a lot.
Into the alley. So you're saying you'd hit the forehand and it would go this way or this way?
It would go this way usually.
Okay.
And I would do.
Because
I think I would open up like this. And
yeah.
And I just couldn't figure out like why.
Do you look like before you hit your shot? Do you look at where you're trying to hit the shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes when I hit it, I guess I mistime my technique.
Okay. Yeah. Timing is really tough. There's no way you can just like magically start to time everything overnight. But if your mind has like a target of where you're hitting the ball, and you can kind of swing everything towards that direction, it'll go towards there.
Okay.
But if the timing's off, then you're not going to swing towards there, and it might go in the alley or something. Okay, you can go on the other side, and we'll do some backhand to backhand.
I might try to film myself. But...
Yeah, man, go for it. You want me to grab one side? Should we put it on the side or the back?
Where do you think's better?
I think this side will work.
All right.
Let's back it up just a little bit. All right, tell me if it, does it catch it?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. When you're swinging backhands, like which hand do you swing with? Your right or your left or both?
I think usually my right.
Your right? Okay. Okay.
I heard you're using left.
Yeah. I want you to start using more left hand. So before we do backhands, I'm gonna have you do some left-handed forehands. That way you can just get a feel for it. Once you get more comfortable swinging with that left hand, your backhand is going to be way better. So go ahead and you can just hold the racket. You can just go ahead and hold it up there if you want. Or you can just hold it like a normal forehand. Either one's fine with me. I just want to develop a little feel. So just like a forehand, right? Racket back underneath it. I just stand a little closer to you. That's good. This is the first time you ever done this?
Yeah. I mean, I like the ball.
Watch the ball. Nice. There you go. That's the one. You're going to start hitting left-handed forehands out here every day. All right, still swinging with your shoulders. That's right. I don't really care where the ball goes since you've never done this, and it's not like that's actually a good shot. Beautiful, nice. Let's do 3 more. Nice. Did that feel weird?
Yeah, I felt weird.
Yeah. It's always going to feel weird swinging with your left hand for the first time.
Yeah, I felt weird.
So this isn't something that's going to come naturally in one lesson. So when you start coming to practice with Day and Divien, like start telling yourself, I'm going to try to use more left hand. All right, here we go. So when the ball comes at you, rack it back immediately with your shoulders. That's good. The technique looked good. That's right. Okay, look, so your racket goes back, and then I literally see the tip of it like wiggling around. So when you bring it back, make sure it's stable, and it's not like once you have it back here, that racket head shouldn't just be moving around like that. All right, freeze for a second. So now your racket is a little bit lower on take back. Did you mean it? Did you mean to do that?
Yeah, because I was trying to get it lower, trying to get my spin on it.
Okay. So in order to get the racket head low to get spin, you want to come from high
To low.
to then drop it so it goes low.
Okay.
So I don't want you to start out low. Okay. I want you to start out a little higher, and then you can drop the racket and swing. Okay. So like, look. So I'll tell you swing with your left hand. So watch. Your racket's here. You're dropping the racket head. This is where you get like a little pull with your left wrist.
Okay.
And then as you come in to hit the ball, you hit it right in front here. That's contact.
Okay. And
then you finish. So like that hole here is where the spin is generated. So if you can swing under, right? Okay. You see the wrist is kind of dropped a bit. Okay. But this is still stable. Like feel my wrist. Yeah. It's strong. So let me see you do the full thing. Slow motion. Okay, do one more time. Okay, so on take back, you got your hands like really straight. Yeah. Go ahead and do it again how you just did it. Let me see. Okay, let me jump over there. Okay, do it again. Okay, so I didn't notice this until now. This left hand, I want a little bend at it. So when you take it back, look at this. See that little bend? Yeah. Because look, if it's straight. If it's straight, it's hard to like kind of drop it. It's gonna be very stiff. Yeah. So just a slight bend here, right? Shoulders turn, and then swing. Let me see. Now take your racket back and then freeze on the take back. Okay. Go ahead, try bring your racket up a little bit. Try taking it back. Try taking it back here. Okay, yeah. Try that. Try bringing it up just a little bit higher. Okay. And see how that feels. Yeah. Here, go ahead and hit this one over the net. I'm gonna drop it really low, and then I want you to come under it. That's right, bend your knees. Underneath it. Go a little, swing a little slower. One more. There you go. That was a good swing. All right, you ready? That's all right. Here we go. Beautiful. That's all right. Really focus on tracking the ball. That way you can get it. There you go. Perfect contact. Nice. Sorry. Do those feel any different? Okay. They look pretty good, but let's keep hitting more. That's right. You didn't let your wrist drop on that one. So you kept everything up, and then you can't generate spin. So let the racket, just let the weight of the racket head do the work, right? Bring your racket head back. Let the weight of the racket head drop the racket, and then swing. That's right. Watch the ball. All right, here we go. That's right. Racket back even more. You have your racket back around here. Bring it back further. Nice. That's right. Remember when I was telling you about stepping into it instead of cross? That's right. All right, racket head back immediately. Sometimes when that ball's coming at you faster or higher, then you wait more to take the racket back.
Yeah.
When it should really be the opposite. But it's not bad. It's gonna take a while. Get everything feeling good. Here we go. Nice. Beautiful. Racket head back faster. Sorry. There you go. Nice. Let that racket head drop. Much better. Look, so on that one, bring the racket head back even further. So it was kind of out here again. So then what happens is then every time you do that, right before you swing, you end up taking it back even further, and then you swing. So just take it all the way back first off. There you go. That's right. Nice. That was perfect. That's right, sorry. There we go. So when the ball goes high, I want your first thought process to be, let me back up a little bit. Nice. Rack it back a little faster. There you go. All right, come to the net real quick. Okay, so it's not bad. Like,
it just feels a little
you're working
like,
on it.
It feels like unnatural.
What feels unnatural?
I don't know. When I take my racket all the way back, it just feels unnatural.
Okay.
Like unlike my forehand.
So look, do it on your forehand. Look, your racket is all the way back and it feels natural, right?
Yeah.
Now go on your backhand.
It feels unnatural.
Okay. So I have a feeling a lot of the time the reason it feels unnatural is because you're not always swinging with your shoulders. If you start to swing with your shoulders more, that will feel more natural. And it might not immediately. Like, it might not feel natural immediately if it's not something that's kind of ingrained in you a little bit. And the backhand in general is like kind of, to me, it's always felt slightly unnatural of a shot compared to like a one-handed forehand, you know, like just the two hands.
Yeah.
Like it's always, most people have a lot harder time grasping two-handed backhand. Even myself, there's sometimes where my two-hander will start to feel a little bit off, and usually when it feels off, it's me not turning my shoulders enough. So it's a difficult shot, but definitely, like, you don't want your racket back here, and then because what happens is, like, you don't start your swing from here, you bring it here, and then you take it back right before the ball comes. So that ball comes a little bit faster. There's just no way you can time it. You're gonna be late all the time. And then sometimes you have a tendency to hit a little bit of like a baseball type of backhand. Yeah. So that's baseball backhand is kind of like this. It's kind of where the ball just sails along because you don't put any spin on it. So when you're not getting spin on your backhand, it's normally the wrist, and the wrist not dropping. So that would be like a baseball backhand. Okay. So right after you have your racket back, right, you let that wrist drop a little bit. That's where the spin comes. So you can actually swing underneath it. It's like kind of like a pull. Do it. Exactly. So that's where the left hand comes in play. That's all left hand right there. Like contact, most of the strength is in the left hand. Because look, how can I have strength in my right hand when the wrist is bent like that? Yeah. It's not really gonna work. Like one-hander, the wrist is like that, but you can't do that on a two-hander in the same way. Yeah, because of the grip. My bad. That's all right. That's a tough ball. That's all right. Remember, if the ball comes a little bit high, you're gonna have to back up a bit first. All right, so that's all positioning there. You got kind of crammed up. So right, step a little bit further back. That way you create that space. Nice. That's right. Okay, so that's a wide backhand. You're stepping open. I was just trying to step closed on every backhand. If it's wide like that, you're just gonna have to rotate your left leg out. That's right. How closely are you watching the ball? Halfway? All right, all the way. Here we go. Oh my God. That's pretty bad, man. Let's do a few more. There you go, nice. Get up there. You're using your shoulders a lot more. Like even if the ball goes out sometimes, it doesn't matter as long as you're kind of practicing the right thing. Sorry, that's tough. Good shot. That's right, here we go. Plant through the shot. That's right, let's do like 3 more. Let me grab some water. Beautiful. That's right. All right, so don't rush it, right? Don't rush it. If it's low, bend those knees to pick it up. So that's an example where I would like you to back up a little bit more, but not bad. It was what? Inconsistent? Yeah, man, that's all right. You can't expect consistency on the back end until you have a little bit cleaner technique, because the technique is just always changing. It's hard to kind of cement something that can be consistent. Yeah, I would recommend start trying to practice with that left hand a little more. Make sure that wrist is dropping.
So is the main issue just prep most of the time? At least on my end.
Kind of, yeah. Like if you can, prep is most of the shots. If you do your prep really well, generally the shot's gonna be really good. Like there's a little more to it. It's a combination of everything. So like your prep, like so your take back, right? Your take back changes a lot. You don't turn your shoulders enough pretty often, and you'll hit some backhands where you're turning your shoulders. You'll hit some backhands where you're getting under the ball, but then you also hit ones where the wrist is just kind of straight up the whole time. So then you can't really get under the ball. You might not turn your shoulders enough, or you might kind of be stepping across or you know, off balance. So it's kind of a combination of a lot of small stuff. Like the more your positioning becomes kind of more intuitive, like when you once you start to really feel like you know how to move as a tennis player, everything will kind of clean up a lot, including your backhand. Like if there's one thing I would want you to like stay with you is shoulder rotation on your backhand. So, and that, yeah, like swing with your shoulders. That's the main thing. Because if you're not swinging with your shoulders, it's going to be really hard to hit a good backhand. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing I would tell you. Do you have any specific questions about it?
Not really. I think it's just I just feel really stiff with it right now.
Dude, I mean, I would actually do this more often, like before you actually start hitting, just as a warm up, because it really helps. Like it helps me a lot get really good feel. If I ever don't get spin, like I'll do that. I'll throw this on, and then the racket head just drops itself without me even having to try. Just like it helps so much for me. So I would recommend it. You said you want to do a little bit of returns. Okay, we can do that, and then head out of here. I'm surprised it hasn't rained. Let me get my box. What city are you flying into?
Huh?
What city are you flying into?
Manila.
Manila? Okay, nice.
And then I think I'm flying into Osaka.
Is that where you're going to be spending most of your time in the Philippines? In Manila?
Manila and the Manila city.
Okay.
And then for Japan, it's Kyoto and Tokyo.
Okay, cool. Tokyo, dude, that's going to be awesome. I love the look of Tokyo with like all the lights in the night.
Where are you planning on going to your first country?
Dude, I don't even know. Like kind of, I'm pretty flexible, so it's just gonna be like wherever where there's like kind of a cheap ticket. And then from there, I'm just gonna travel all around. But I think I might go to India.
India.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, it's busy. It's a lot. There's a lot of people there. But
It's really cheap.
oh yeah, very cheap. Yeah, wherever I end up, it'll be great. Yeah. So on your return, let's see. What do you feel is the main issue going on?
My returns, whenever I get to it, it usually goes long.
Goes long?
Or like out wide, like that.
Okay.
Like I think I can get to the ball, but it's just a matter of control.
Mhm. Okay, so where are you normally standing?
Like about here.
Okay, that's all right. Kind of depends on who you're going against. Like, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna have you stand. You see this corner here? You can stand almost at the corner, but like slightly to the left of it. So I'm gonna have you stand here when you return my serves. Like if you're going up against someone and they're never using their angles, like you can stand in a little bit over here if you need to. But if you're going up against a good server, you want to be kind of right in the middle where you can catch a ball going up the tee or a ball going out wide. The main difference for like technique on a service return is going to be like if you're going up against somebody who can serve really hard. So like Day can serve really big ball, and you're gonna be playing him. You need to just get your racket back, and you might have to shorten it a little bit. So like if this is your normal forehand swing, where it's pretty wide take back, then it's gonna need to shorten to maybe like this. Right, same exact technique, just kind of condensed a little bit. Otherwise, you might be kind of late. So your main focus is just get your racket back. That way you can hit the ball. Same thing on the back end, right? Turn your shoulders, just get that racket back so that you can get to the ball. Just go ahead over there. I'll hit you some serves and we'll kind of see what it looks like. Okay, so for these first few, I'll tell you where I'm serving. So I'm going to serve a few to your forehand first. Do you know when the split step on the return? Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, like right on contact. So you'll stand back a little bit. You go ahead and stand like 3 feet behind the baseline. And then as I'm getting ready to serve, you can maybe take like 1 step in and then split. You want to kind of split with your weight going forward a little bit. Sorry, my bad. Warm up a little bit. It's all right. I'm gonna serve. I'm gonna hit pretty big serves. All right, nice. I don't want you to. Don't fear the ball. All right, they're coming hard. Tell yourself that you can handle it. Okay. I want you to keep your head down through the shot, okay? I'm gonna try to go back to your forehand. Nice. That's all right. Okay, your weight still needs to go forward as you're swinging the ball.